Hello and welcome back to Budgets, Bargains and Bullshit. I'm Gemma and today I am doing my week 1 check-in for September. So it's been a while since I've done an actual check-in, so I am looking forward to going through how this week has gone and just keeping everything up to date in my book and just keeping you guys up to date as well. So we'll start off by looking at the week/monthly plan. So obviously Friday was when I got paid, which is when I did my cash stuff in, and that is when I got the fuel and got the food shop. So I knew that was going to be a spend day, and that's okay. I mean, we've got to get fuel and we've got to get food, haven't we? So it did come under budget. Now, a lot of the change that I get, I put it straight into a tin. So first of all, I have this one. So I have 2 tins like this. I have one that is got a rainy day fund on the side of it, and that's for one of my challenges, and this one is purely full of coppers, 5p's, 10p's, 20p's, 50p's. So yeah, it's just so I can get it thrown in there before I have a chance to kind of spend it. So the change from that went into there. Now, Saturday to Tuesday was really good, no spend days, and I kind of come to the realization of just kind of how bad I'd sort of let things go. So although I was still working on a budget the past couple of months, I stopped tracking my no spend days. I stopped tracking pretty much, all of my kind of spending, and it made me realize just how bad it had got, because the minute I had like 10-15 minutes spare whilst at work, immediately my mind went to, I'll just nip into here and have a look, see if they've got out new. And I just realised, well, no, why am I doing that? I don't need anything and I can't spend anything, so what's the point in giving myself the temptation? So that kind of came to the realisation. And then we get to Wednesday. Now, originally, Wednesday, Thursday, I had off work completely alone. I planned to get some jobs done around the house that I've been meaning to get done and just have some no spend days. However, my husband, very kindly, and it was quite sweet of him really when I think about it, he wanted to swap his day off so that we had a day off together, because we don't get many days off together, to be honest. And I looked at the rotas and we basically didn't have a day off together for the entirety of September. So I can see why he did it, but straight away the minute he told me, I was like, oh my God, like that is it's a task for me to try and not spend when me and my husband are off together, because immediately we want to, go out to the shops, grab some bits that we need. We end up spending a bit of money, and to be honest, although we did spend £123.93, it could have been a lot worse. He straight away suggested going to IKEA because we would like a set of drawers for in our bedroom. If you've been following my Instagram, you'll know that, and following on here actually, I did mention it on here, that we had a wardrobe fitted finally after a year of living here. A wardrobe fitted onto the bulkhead in our bedroom. And now at the side, we want a set of drawers to put, underwear, pyjamas and all that. And it's £230, I think, from IKEA. We've seen it a while ago. And he suggested that. And immediately my mind was like, no, please, I don't want to spend any money. I want to do this challenge. I managed to persuade him off that. So it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Now, I do want to mention that my own spending, what I bought for myself, and I feel like this is quite important. So my own spending was about £16.99, I think, or £17.99. Of course, there is some food in there. We got a Domino's. There's also some parking for where we went shopping. And really annoyingly, you had to, because I didn't carry any change with me because I've been putting it in my tin, I had to do it on the app. Now, any other app parking I've ever had gives you like the time remaining and it tells you how long you've got. Not this one. No, they just don't bother telling you at all. You have to pay extra to find out how long you had left. How ridiculous is that? So I guess we'd paid for like 3 hours and it was at least 2 hours since paying. But I couldn't be sure and I didn't want to get a ticket, so I paid for another hour, which was like an extra, I think it was extra £1 or £2. But anyway, so there was that. And then we bought a food bowl, a new food bowl, because my dog needed a new one. And my husband got a couple of bits. And yeah, it all adds up. And yeah, like I said, technically for myself, it was only £16.99. And today is Thursday, so I'm going to update that. So I am actually going to be doing the food and fuel today, a day early. So technically it should be done tomorrow, but I'm doing it a day early purely because I've got the day off and I don't want to be running around Friday morning when I can get it done today. So I've also, you'll probably also be able to notice, I've had my nails done, so I can write that down. That was an unbudgeted spend, technically, but I didn't want to have to rip the other ones off because you shouldn't do that. I mean, I have done in the past, which I know I shouldn't, but I have done in the past and I didn't want to do it this time. So I thought, you know what, for £30, I'm just going to go and get them done and they'll last for the rest of the month, hopefully. Hopefully, because I've had them really short, so they won't go like... I won't start catching them because I've had them cut really short. So that's good. It is what it is. Move on. And then I will update the food and the fuel cost later. But yeah, I managed to save myself a bit of parking fee today because I was going to park in the town centre to make it easier to go and get my nails done. But I decided to park at work and get the bus in. So it took me an extra like 5-10 minutes on my journey, if you want to call it. But it meant that I could park for free because obviously I'm an employee, so I just parked at work. Even though it's my day off, I still parked at work, they don't care. And then got the bus in. So yeah, completely free for that, other than obviously my actual nails. And then my dog is going to the groomers later on today, which is budgeted anyway. So that's that, and like I said, I'll update that later. So looking at next week then, we have got our big bill week, so it is pretty tight and we're not going to be putting anything to challenges, I don't think, but it is what it is. I always kind of have like 1 week where all the bills come out together, and it just happens to be in week 2 for September. So we haven't got any plans. I am working the entirety of this. And I'm also working, I should have had Friday and Saturday off, but I'm working and doing some overtime them 2 days as well. So yeah, my next day off is the 18th and the 19th. So yeah, we've got 7 days to work before a day off. So at least that way I know I won't spend, I can't spend, and yeah. That's that. So hopefully next week will be a bit better for no spend days. And of course as well, Friday will be a no spend day because I'm doing the food and the fuel today. So it kind of balances it out, you know what I mean? Anyway, so let's go on to the weekly budget then for this week. Mine and my husband's income, obviously a little bit more for myself than expected and a lot more than my husband's expected. Rollover was a lot less. However, I think I messed up week 1's budget. Like, I think I wrote something down wrong. I'm not really sure what. I haven't like filled it out properly, so I'll have a look into that. But for some reason, I put down 400 rollover. There was only 300 left. And then obviously we spent 123 unbudgeted. So yeah, that's why. And then I have £12.21 change, which is in my purse. So £10 of that will roll over into this week's, and then the £2.21 will go into my tins. So yeah, we've got car finance, BT and mortgage totaling £714.47. Now food, fuel, tobacco and my husband, they're the only ones that's going to get stuffed this week, so it's going to be a very quick cash stuffing. However, I don't think we'll need 100. Genuinely, I think it's going to be about maybe 50-60 pounds at most. I've wrote down a list and there's barely anything there on the list. So yeah, hopefully we can use whatever's remaining from that food budget into sinking funds. So then there's £100 to debt, as always. Now I need to change all these numbers because they're just, obviously I haven't done the actuals. I don't think I'll be able to put these three in unless I get money from food or fuel, which, like I said, we'll know in my cash stuffing video. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to film my cash stuffing video before I go food shopping, and then I'm going to come back from food shopping and finish it with whatever I've got left from that shop, just so you guys can see where that money's gone. So yeah, that is this week upcoming. I've started looking at October because you can never be too planned. So digital then, expense tracker, this is everything that is wrote down, and obviously we've got £30 for groomer later on today. So these are all of my unbudgeted spends from yesterday. Cash, why does it say 22, 21? I'll have a look into that anyway. Moving on to our bills tracker. So yeah, everything's ticked off and up to date. We haven't got salon in September because the person who does it, she's literally got the entire, I'm so jealous. She's going to Las Vegas for a week, and then she comes back from Las Vegas and she has like 3 or 4 days, and then she goes to Australia for a honeymoon. It's a belated honeymoon, 3 weeks to Australia. Like, how amazing is that? She works so hard though, bless her. She does work long hours. So yeah, anyway, I'm not having anything done in September. It will be in October, which technically I could have counted my nails towards that, but anyway. Oh, also I forgot Netflix on my monthly budget and plan. When it came out of the bank, I was like, oh my god, I forgot that completely. I didn't write it on my actual, where's it gone? Yeah, I didn't budget it in week 1. Completely forgot to put it onto there. So looking at my debt tracker then, we have added an extra £100 this week. So we are now up to 350. I have got my little challenge whilst I'm doing that, and we're not adding any more to savings, so that just stays as it is. So that is everything. I will have probably forgot something because I haven't done a check-in in ages, so there's probably something else that I was meant to mention. But I'll just get straight on with the cash stuff in so I can go and get the weekly shop done. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!